Hello?
Hello? Hey, it does work. I wasn't originally going to have my mic on, but since there are 4 people inside the chat right now, or at least seemingly watching, I guess I'd turn it on and see if anybody wants to chat at all. If not, then I'll just turn it off and we'll be on our merry way. How's everyone doing? Nope, just as quickly as people come, they're all gone. So, oh, that sucks. Everybody just kind of left. Never mind. Hello? It was just so sad. Alright, well, I guess I will just go back to doing what I was doing. Hello. Sorry. Yes, it is. I've been keeping my mic off until people interact. So hopefully you can hear me now. So this account, I actually just posted a video on my channel talking about it, the rules and stuff like that for the first portion of the account. But the general concept is that it's a really like heavily blocked off account through a series of challenges. The mic is very low. My apologies. Hello? Is that better? Yes, perfect. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know, and I don't know if anybody can even answer this, but I'm going to put this out there real fast. So, with my computer, when I plug in my mic, I have just like a USB mic, and I've got two USB slots. When I put it into one slot, it like severely lowers how the mic sounds, but if I put it in the other slot, it's like ridiculously loud. So I'm constantly going back and forth on OBS and like changing the settings, and I cannot explain as to why that happens. But now that my mic is fixed and everything seems to be running smoothly now, yes, this is a new challenge account. It has been an interesting experience. Maybe faulty USB. Interesting. I have to look into it. I mean, it's been going on like this for years. It doesn't technically like do anything too bad. It just means that like when I do recordings or jump on lives or things like that, I just have to pay slightly more attention to like where my volume is at. So it's not like the end of the world, but you know. So yeah, this is kind of like a as some people put it, as like a masochist level challenge for raid. It's well, stupid to say the least to even attempt such things, but it's a lot of fun. Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. But the general concept is that each the entire game is locked until I beat through all of campaign, 3-starred everything. And but to beat through each campaign, there is its own level of like blocks. So I don't like technically the name, like the official name of the challenge is like Wheel of Chaos or like whatever, right? Because eventually a wheel will be involved, which it completely randomizes or at least semi-randomizes how the account is run. But I'll do a quick overview while people are here. the best that I can, but there is a video on my channel that's like 31 minutes long that explains at least the first portion of the challenge, because there's multiple parts to it. But for the very first part of it that I'm working on now for the live streams and for the first 12 videos of this challenge is I am campaign locked. So the rest of the game is completely locked to me until I can beat through campaign. Except maybe arena will not be, so I can at least beat through the daily challenges, but I will have yet to kind of fully figure that one out because of energy usages. I will need as much energy as I can get. But each campaign stage has a series of challenges set up on them. The challenges for each campaign stage are: I cannot move on to a new campaign like location until I have 3-starred through this entire area. So like for Carrick Castle, I've got a 3-star every single stage. I must receive one of every single champion drop through the actual drop and not just through getting it through like shards. I have to physically see it drop. And I have to receive a 3-star artifact of each artifact type. And then once all of that is completed, then I am allowed to move on to a new campaign location. But then there is, so that's the challenge, and that follows through on every single like location inside the campaign. That will always hold true. The other thing that also is there's like restrictions, I guess, set on each location, and that restriction is I can only use champions of that location's faction. So Carrot Castle, the champion types is Banner Lords. So I can only use Banner Lords. But to beat through, I can only use common Banner Lords of a Hell Hades ratings of 0.5 or lower. That only gives me access to 2 Banner Lords, which is Bandit and Pikeman. Yes, to some people it would be very annoying, for sure. To me, I actually find it to be really interesting. And I think that's where I find the enjoyment in games like this, is how I can absolutely make him into the most screwed up state. And that's where I tend to find my enjoyment. You do have to be a little sadistic in the head to do a challenge like this. The other part of the restrictions is I can only use weapon qualities of 1 or 2-star ratings on the champions. But I'm also blocked. And so for like stage 1, I can only use like a weapon. But I cannot use the helmet until I've cleared through stage 2. Then I've unlocked the usage of the helmet, and so on and so forth. Once an area has, like, once the location has been completely beat, then I can use 3-star quality of artifacts. But also all artifacts are locked by their campaign, so I only have access to life artifacts right now and cannot gain access to any other type of artifacts until I've beaten through their campaign location. And that's for like the main original, I guess, artifacts. For everything else, they will be locked and can be unlocked later on in the game. So yes, this is incredibly, as you would call it, annoying. Um, it does leave a lot of room for like how RNG could very well play out in this game. Because even like a lot of what I'm doing is very RNG based. Because I could get a rare drop very early on, or I could wait weeks before I see any rare drop. Because, I mean, for those who know, I know that Arbiter and Game Challenge with specific gears. Whoops. Whoops. I know the Arbiter missions and in game challenges with specific gear, and on top of that, you limit yourself to champions and gear. Yes. But it's also more than just a limit to that as well. There is another part where the actual like wheels will come in. So we're currently working on Bandit. Once Bandit reaches like level 10, right? So that's max that you can get for his quality. Sorry. I will then spin a wheel that lets me determine whether or not I'm allowed to rank him up into 2-star. If the wheel says no, I do not get another opportunity to rank him up until I've beaten through another stage. And also the same thing goes for the skills. So say like once I get like another bandit, right? Normally you just feed it in, you'd upgrade your skills that way. Well, it's not going to work that way for this challenge. The only way I can upgrade skills is by specifically, so I'll get like a duplicate of the champion. This is for common and uncommons. So once I get like a duplicate of bandit, I then will have to spin a wheel that's yes or no about whether or not I'm even allowed to upgrade a skill using that duplicate that I got. If it says no, I have to put the duplicate off to the side until I receive another duplicate. Then, once the wheel says yes, I then have to spin a wheel that specifically lets me use however many duplicates I have. So say if I only have one duplicate, then I can automatically just use it. Say if I have 2 duplicates of the champion, then I have to spin a wheel that has 1 or 2 on it, which then gives me access to either using 1 or 2 of those duplicates to upgrade the skill. Which puts an even heavier, more severe lock on. Artifacts of 1 and 2-star quality, there's no type of restrictions to them. So I can max level 16 any 1 and 2-star gear that I want to. That's something that at least gives me a little bit more kind of control and makes things a little less difficult. But there is a block on how 3, 4, 5, and 6-star gear will work once I'm able to actually use them. But the block will be how many levels I'm actually allowed to put inside of them. Gaelic is my starter just because he's theoretically the worst. He is. He's absolutely the worst one. But I can only use him to grind through stage 1. To gain levels and to gain mystery shards. Until I gain a competent enough team that can beat stage 1 by themselves. And then Gaelic gets put off to the side. And then from then I can only use those champions, which would be Bandit and Pikeman once I actually get Pikeman onto the account. I've also been monitoring off to the side how much energy and how many runs it's been taking so far. So when I come out with each video, the videos will have that information connected to it. How much energy it spent for me to beat through all of the missions on like location 1, so castle, and so on and so forth. Just to kind of have that be a part of it and whatever else and see. That is indeed the point. Yes. I mean, I was thinking, I can say this now since I actually have this information kind of in the back of my mind already. But how dungeons work will be, and will also be very difficult. It may not be possible. Some of these things might not be possible, by the way. And so the rules may have to change as time goes on. And I am prepared for that to be the case. So, like, some stages of campaign, you do not gain access to certain champions. There are some stages that either don't have common champions or don't have common champions of a 1-star of a 0.5 star quality. So in those situations, I have to use the lowest like rated champion I can, which is typically at least a 1-star rating on Hell Hades, and I'm only allowed to use one of those champions instead of being able to allow 2, which I would be able to do with the 0.5 star rating. But stages like 12 may not be possible to do. And I have to do, like, I've been doing gameplay off on, like, my main account and stuff like that, testing these things just to see how well they work out. And I do have a phone account, which has been testing this out as well, just seeing, like, the possibilities of being able to actually do it. And I have been able to beat through all of the first stage of campaign and have received every single drop so far, except for, like, a 3-star chest plate and one of the rare drops, which is Templar. Templar? No. Conqueror. My bad. There is no restriction, though, in how I can receive champions for, like, the duplication, or if, like, the skill ups or whatever. So if I get it through drop, if I get it through mystery shard, market, whatever, that doesn't matter, because that would be way too stupid if there was a restriction on that as well. Not like this isn't stupid anyways, but it would be way too stupid if that was the case. I didn't write that down. We're at 2 more. So but dungeons, right? How dungeon stages will work as of right now, the mindset is each stage section is going to have a restriction of what rarity of champion can be used. So stage 1, I can only use 5 common champions. Stage 2, I can use 4 common champions, 1 uncommon champion, and so on and so forth. So eventually you get to the point which it's 5 uncommons, and it'd be 5 uncommons, 1 rare, and that will slowly progress upwards until I make it to legendary. I am not including mythical in any way, shape, or form into this because the odds of me ever getting a mythical are extremely low. And so that's, like, out of the question. But, yeah. I eventually, too, once things progress deeper into the account, I would like to have a block on the quality of champions that I'm allowed to use like right away, and then have to earn the opportunities of using champions of a higher like rarity. Not rarity, but like rating. So that'll be a thing as well, but I won't really have to worry about that until I can actually use like rare champions or more or better. And that won't happen for quite a long time. I have learned through doing this that beating through some of these campaign stages is very RNG related and things like that. So, and I'm sure there's like, so when I first tested this, I actually ended up testing what was like the stat requirements. If I had Bandit and Pikeman both at level 10, what's like the minimum stat requirements required just to beat through stage 1. But obviously I didn't happen to test anything like, well, if I had X skill ups, how would that change and things like that, because that's just like way too involved if that was the case. So I didn't do anything like that. But yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. And then there was just one, I think. What is this XP? I haven't done YouTube live streaming in like a minute. I have to look that up later. That's crazy. Seems like you gain XP just based off of interaction, but what does it actually do for me? Anything? Why is my game glitching now? Oh, I'm about to get a rare drop. That's why. It doesn't know how to compute the fact that it's going to give me Valerie. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. It does nothing? Well then, what is it all about then? Is it just because? Is it just for people who interact to be like, oh, I'm number 1? That seems really stupid. Is that just me? Doesn't that feel like it's kind of pointless then? I mean, I guess it's like makes it easier for streamers to be like, oh, X people are consistently like the most active and stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, most people should be able to just look and tell. Ah. I need to figure out a better system at some point in time for how I'm tracking my energy and my runs. Because this is very inconvenient the way that I am doing it. I'll probably just have a better setup in which I just have to tally out the runs of each. Pikeman! Yes! Oh, this is big. This is big. Pikeman, out of the two between Bandit and himself, Pikeman is so much better. I really don't know why he's got a 0.5 rating. I feel like he could be a 1-star rating. Honestly, from just playtesting with him and stuff like that. But I'm just wondering if most of it is just because Bandit might not have, like, he has an affinity, like a bad matchup, potentially. Because that's what seems to be the case. It took a lot of work. Like, I had to get him up to, like, 2-star, like, level, like, 11 or something like that before he started actually doing anything, like, major onto the account. So, I guess the goal from here is just to level 10 Bandit and see if I can get him ranked up at all. We are currently at 20 runs and 160 energy spent. I do keep jumping back and forth every single time we get a mystery shard just to see about getting duplicates so I can upgrade the skills, which should potentially help at some of this. Is the ideal hope. Shove that crap off to the side. But it does take a while before you can just run stage 1 with just Bandit and just Pikeman. And Pikeman has to be at least level 10 to do that. I have been thinking back and forth about the tavern and, like, using it. On one hand, I would like to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to use the tavern to, like, quickly upgrade, like, my champions, because that would feel like it's cheap, right? Like, you want to actually level them up and stuff like that through the campaign and through the stages and whatever else. And I mean, you're going to have to do as many runs as you possibly can anyway, so you might as well just do it that way. But at the same time, if I already know going into it that I need Pikeman to be level 10 to even complete through stage 1, then why would I waste like 170, 180 energy just to get him there when I can not do that? Because energy is so important for this type of challenge. I'm going to use up so much of it that it is really, really important that I just did not mean to do that. That I keep as much of it as possible. 170. Yay. He's almost level 10. So I don't know. I'm going still back and forth with the idea. At the same time, though, like, I do really want to save time and energy. So I probably will just use a tavern for quick leveling up when I know it makes sense, but just not in every single situation. We will change our name eventually. I have been kind of waiting to save up some of these, like, extra XP based things just to maybe push me over the edge at some point in time later on. We'll do it once Bandit becomes level 10, then we'll push Pikeman to level 10. But I also want to just click through all these so I don't have to worry about them later on. Okay. Save me time later on. Hello, everybody who's new in here. We got at least 4 new people. Unless Xarth has left, and then we have 5 new people. This is my new challenge account. I've posted a rule set video for the first part of it on my channel today. So that'll be out, but the basic concept is this is a stupidly insane challenge that I do not recommend anybody does. How's everybody doing today? For me, it's the afternoon, technically, just pass into the afternoon. Can't use you. The hardest part about this is going to be the RNG of my mystery shards and my what's it called? Market. Where are we at for the market? 13 minutes left? Okay. That's not bad then. No, nobody wants to chit chat. I'm actually surprised I've had this many people come through. I've done a handful of live streams in the past, and I've not seen nearly this many people ever come into the stream. $23. We've had at least 23 people pop in. That's crazy. Ooh, 2 mystery shards. Hello. This unlocks opportunity. Eventually, I will stop doing each individual one and waiting for the 10. I tend to do that after I get at least both champions being able to run through at least stage 1 by themselves. Then I start to worry about all that. Put you guys off the side. I think one more run and Bandit will be... The crappy part is I don't actually have the XP banner, but there really is no good way of getting the XP banner right now. Unless I also want to grab energy, and I don't. Not yet. I want to save as much energy off the side as possible. So I can get the most out of each level up. No, one more run and Bandit will be. That sucks. But there might be a way if I'm pay attention. I don't want to spend gems on it either. But there might be a way that I can get an XP banner here, and I'm just not thinking about it. We'll wait on that. Like I said, trying to reserve as much energy as possible. Oh, progression. Duh, I can get my XP banner here. Duh, 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 duh. Alright. One more run. Bandit will be up to level 10, and we will actually do our first official wheel spin of the challenge. I do want to incorporate wheels more often, but I just haven't figured out how I want to do that yet. You know, for everybody new here, I have been toying... Oh, I just lost 4 people all in one shot. That was so sad. What just happened? Aw. Well, for the one person who's left, I've been toying around with the idea of having a live stream in which the viewers control the account. Like, everything that is done is basically up to vote by the viewers. So if that's something that anybody's interested in, please let me know. Alright, this will be the first time I've done a wheel spin on this account, so it might go a little screwy. Let's see if I know how to do this. Which one's my window capture of my game? That's one of... Okay, this one is of my game, which I don't know why it's Master Duel. Let's just see. Aha! That is how that works. We have the decider wheel. So it's the first wheel spin. This wheel spin is to determine on whether or not I get to rank up Bandit to level 2. Or to rank 2. This game hates me. Or my own challenge hates me. So, no, I cannot. Great. We'll just hide that then and we'll cry in a corner somewhere. I actually need to pull it out again here very soon because we are going to max out pikemen here. Well, we'll get them to 9. Then we'll do a whatever runs it takes in the campaign. And then we will bring him up to level 10 and do my spin there. We'll also throw a weapon on him. What weapon can I use? I can use this one. Upgrade. Oh, we can go up to 8, or we can go up to 12 now, so that's good. Might as well do it. Ooh, you know what? The additional accuracy is quite nice. I don't know what the accuracy looks like for campaign stages, like what the bare minimum is for stage 1 of campaign. Because, you know, obviously there's like the general rule of thumb about dungeons. It's like 10 for every stage that you're on. But I don't actually know how that equates to campaign at all. So, interesting, to say the least. I may work on Gaelic a little bit just to potentially get all the rewards from the Apprentice Pass, because I don't want to miss out on any of those. They will be helpful later on. And start. So many people jumping in, but nobody wants to talk. I'm just rambling. I'm down to talk about anything. All right. I actually forget what level I made it to on my phone. I was like level 20 something on my phone account before I even got as close as I did. That'll be the one interesting thing. I did not keep track of. All right, what do we got? 2 more runs. I really don't want to scrub through this footage to be like, how much energy I spent, how many runs did I do? Because that would take like way too long for me to do, and I just do not have the time or the patience in life to do that. This is gonna be mostly a free-to-play account. Well, maybe not. I might spend money on energy if I don't have much of a choice about how to get it, unless I want to sit there and wait for it to accumulate on its own. So, I will definitely spend on the account. I just don't know how much will end up being spent and on what exactly. Alright, I think one more run will give us Pikeman to level 10, and then we can see if we're allowed to rank him up. Which I hope the answer is yes, because Pikeman is a pretty good champion in this situation. I still heavily lack a strong understanding. Really? I have to do another run? I still lack a a strong understanding of this game and like all the debuffs and stuff like that. But is freeze an actual okay debuff? Because I feel like people have said that sleep really isn't all that good. But where does freeze fall into all of that? Great. So Pikeman is now level 10, and I did what? Another run? So hard to keep track. If I don't have the most accurate information, I guess it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to try the best that I can to keep the runs and cost of the runs together. But I will do this, actually. Give me 1 second. All right, so I changed my spreadsheet at least a little bit for how I'm going to determine how energy works. So I just have energy spent 8 and then 4. And I'm just going to do the runs next to each of those numbers. So I'm not actually tracking how much energy is being spent each and every time. I'm just tracking the run spent of that energy amount. So that way I can just multiply it later on. And it's one less thing I have to worry about. It's just an uptick on that. All right, so we'll decide. We then have to go back into OBS. We have to hide our faces here. All right. Now this is to determine about whether or not pikemen can we go up to rank 2. No. This game really doesn't like me. Oh, this wheel. I have determined that as much as I love using wheels for challenges, and by the way, this all came from the fact that I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I used to have a Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel in which I did do a lot of randomness with wheels and stuff like that. I like that type of content. So I'm kind of bringing that type of content field into Raid. Just to let everybody know. Okay, so I don't remember how this is going to go, but I do want to see what happens when we try to do a run with just Bandit and Pikemen where they're at. I'm pretty sure it goes horribly, and I don't remember how to what is required to get out of it, but let's just see what happens. I think it might just be RNG. I think I am at a point right now in which I can beat through it, but it is just slightly RNG based. Oh. Okay, great. So Bandit and Pikeman can beat through stage 1 by themselves. Where they stand. Their ability to beat through stage 2, though, I believe is where things get really questionable. And the problem is that I cannot gain another artifact until I beat through this stage with them. So I can't unlock the helmet until I completely cleared through stage 2 just using them. And so I will have to see what happens here, because what might need to happen is I need to grind out for more mystery shards until I gain skills, and hopefully the skills will be enough to help me push through. But it does look like with a little bit of ooh, wait a minute, this is going much better than I feel like I've seen it happen. Nice. Great. So we beat through that stage with them. This is significant for 3 reasons. 3? 2. 2 reasons. Number 1, it gives us access to the wheel spin to determine whether I can rank up each of them again, which is good. And it also gives me access to using helmets on each of them, which is phenomenal. Ooh. And we gained another bandit. So we can actually now spin to see if we can use the skill up on bandit. That's phenomenal. Would be even better here if this mystery shard pull was also a pikeman. This is also a pike. It's not. It's a swordsman. That sucks. It was close though. Bannerlord common. That was like crazy close. Okay. So the gameplay is going to disappear for here for a second, and we're going to do a couple of wheel spins. So, and we will talk about each of them as we get there. So, first and foremost, we got to cut this. We are at the, yes, we are at the spreadsheet. So, wheel spin 1 will be determined if bandit can go to rank 2. No. Wheel spin 2 is to determine if pikemen can go to rank 2. No. Wheel spin 3 is going to determine whether or not I can skill up bandit's skill. No. So I will not gain. Great. Great. That's a lot of no's to have in a row, by the way. I should have put that off to the side and just to see how that goes. But that's a ton of no. That's like 6 or 7 times now that the wheel has said no. Which the odds seem astronomical that would happen. Or is it, yeah, right? I mean, I guess it's a 50-50 every single time. But on a 50-50 coin flip, getting no 7 times in a row does seem a bit unhinged. We do not have any helmets yet, I believe. Actually, I do have one. Who is that going to go on? I guess I'll put that on. Bandit is technically the worst out of the two of them feel-wise, so I do actually tend to put the stats more into Bandit just for survivability purposes. But there's also the concept of, do I just dump it into Pikeman just because he is better? And so he might just be able to do the damage and push along better. I'll put it into him, I guess. It won't be long before I get more. Let's actually do some housekeeping here. And we will filter. We will do rank and rarity, 1 and 2. And then we will do select all and sell. There. Get some housekeeping out of the way. Now we're going to jump in and actually we're going to beat through stage 2 again. But we're just going to do this to see if I can get any type of helmet drop to add on to Bandit. And then we will attempt to move on to stage 3. See, what they really should have done with this, like, chat XP system is they really should have used it in which if say like it should be used to help streamers with like their rankings, right? Because the more interaction a stream gets, the more YouTube should want to push it out, and so they should determine that interaction based off of, I guess, the XP gain of the people, even if it scales slightly differently. But that's just me, I guess. Okay. Great. Oh, we got 2 mystery shards. That's not what I was going for. But yeah, I guess we'll attempt it. This will be the last time I do it without it being just 10. Because we are kind of at a point now in which I should be able to beat through enough without it. Axeman. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. We got so close yet oh so very far. Okay. Push all that over. And no. It's not where I want to go. We will do another run at stage 2 for a helmet. And see what happens. We're also always hoping for drops to take place, but unfortunately we have not made it to that point yet. For those who don't know, the drop rates of stage 1 to get a common or uncommon is 8.5% chance, and to get rare is a 1% chance. And of course, for this first stage, there are actually 2 separate rare champions. And I don't know how true this is, but I feel like I've read somewhere when I was doing some research on this that there is an actual chance that I know that for stage 7 actually drops better rarity gear. But it also does feel like that when I run through, it has a better chance, even if it's just slightly, of dropping champions as well. Alright, so we'll throw his helmet on. We'll equip. We'll upgrade. Might as well bring everything up to level 12 since I can. 2%, 4, and 6. I wish some of these were more percentages, but I'll take the 2% HP. Why not? It's not horrible. And we'll bandit. I wish he had a level 2 helmet, but he's much better, so it doesn't matter as much. The nice part is, as I slowly unlock more and more pieces, we do get the set bonuses, which is a big help. It doesn't solve everything, but it is a big help. I still will get stuck. Just because bandit is just so bad. Seemingly so. Alright. So we're going to do our very first attempt at stage 1-3. This would be a big help to the account if I can make it through this. Because this gives me more opportunity. This gives me another chance to rank up either one of them. And it does unlock shields for me. Oh, big stretch. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for. I don't even know how long I've been on stream for right now. We've been on for... I have no idea. Oh, I can check OBS. Checking the wrong thing. And a little over an hour. It's not bad. I do want to spend some time to... I mean, I'm home, so I'm actually off work today. That's why I'm able to do this. I'm off work entirely. We were able to beat through stage 3. We didn't 3-star, but that doesn't matter. We just have to beat through it. Now this does give us the opportunities again to wheel spin for a rank up. So we'll see how that goes. And we might as well do a mystery shard pull whilst we are here to see if we gain any skills. And we do not. I do actually have a spreadsheet, by the way, of all common champions and uncommon champions and what their Hell Hades rating is. So I do actually have access to that information very quickly, and that's why I do. Um, yeah, that was really annoying to set up. Not annoying. It just took a while. I actually started doing it for rares as well, but then I stopped working on it. I do need to pick it up again because I want to do it for everybody. Rares, epics, rares, epics, legendaries, and mythics as well. All right, so we're going back to the cider wheel. If this stupid thing says no to me 3 or 2 more times, I'm gonna be pissed. All right. So this is for Bandit. Can we finally rank him up to rank 2? No, we cannot. I think that's 8 times in a row. This thing has said no. All right. Can we rank up Pikeman to rank 2? Our first yes. This is huge. All right, this is presented us with opportunity of growth. We can now finally rank up Sir Pikeman to rank 2. I really never thought I'd see the day. I do actually have to look at my list though and see who else is 0.5 because I don't want to get rid of them. Because I want to have them available to me later on. So let me take a look at that. Commons. Oh, Swordsman is 1.5. I can just get rid of him, actually. That's fine. Yeah, Swordsman is a 1.5 rating. Okay. Great. Pikeman is now level 2. And we have access to shields, even though I don't think I have a shield drop yet. So now we're going to have to run back through campaign 3. See if we can get our shield drops. I just don't know by ranking up if we can actually beat through this now. Pretty sure I can't where I stand. I will try it. But I am 95% sure that the stat drop is too much. And I will not be able to beat through this with how the stat drop went. But I could be wrong. I mean, RNG could come into play and I could get like plenty of freezes. There we go. And come on. Come on, Pikeman, you can do it. Yeah, I think the stat drop is too much. So I'm just gonna shove a brew into him. I'll just shove 1 brew into him and see where that puts me at being able to beat through it. I'm not gonna like max out his level at all because that'd be like crazy. But I also don't want to go completely back and have to grind through like stage 2. I guess I'm gonna have to do it eventually anyway, so I can get my 3-star drop of the shield or of the helmet because I don't have that yet. We'll just do another non-super raid run just to see how it goes. But I do feel like I have better opportunity now of being able to I don't know, words that mean things, of being able to beat through it now that he's 10. I think, I don't remember at what point in time the stats equalize out from the rank up, but it's got to be somewhere around level 10 where it takes place. Ah, my stupid mic is like loose. I'm just punching everything now, I guess. I've had this mic for like years. Well, 5 or 6 years now I've had this mic. It's actually a really nice one. Seemingly so. I've never had any issues with it. It's a Fifine USB mic. I think I got it for like $40 off of Amazon. So, wow, still can't beat through it. All right. Let me run stage 2. I will do it 3 times, see what levels I gain off of it. And go and then reattempt stage 3. Because I'm hoping I'll be at least level 13. But I could also hope for potentially a better helmet drop, because I'm only rocking with a rank 1. So I could get a better helmet drop with better stats. And I guess that would be kind of where I'm at with that. I guess I will also get mystery shard drops, which is nice. But I'm also not doing it anymore until I get 10 of them, so that's great. Great Scott. Oh, I'm so tired. I woke up stupid late this morning, but I also didn't go to bed until like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then my daughter was up crying half the night. Oh, let me just tell you what. I'm glad it's Thursday. It's my days off. So pretty consistently, Thursdays and Fridays are my days off of work. And it feels phenomenal that is the case. All right. Last run. I don't think I saw anything too important come out of this. But it's all right. I will say that I should be pretty good with silver on the account. I don't see why not, from how much gear I'm going to have drop. I don't think I should have too much of a silver issue. So I got, wow, 5 level 1 helmets and 1 mystery shard. But I am 13. That's kind of where I wanted to be at. So let's hope that the 2 additional levels was enough. It is pretty crazy how ranking up can just change so much of the power of a champion, like their stats and things like that. Like, obviously it wouldn't be like the end of the world if I had like max artifacts and things like that. Then yeah, there would be a skill change, but it wouldn't be nearly as bad in the situation. But because I only have access to so many artifacts and things like that, it is pretty rough. But also, if Bandit was just stronger. I mean, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not, though. Bandit sucks. I'll probably, I don't know, because I want to do most everything that I can actually on stream, so that there is no like funny business on my end, about how wheel spins and stuff go. So I really don't. Oh, I can beat through. That is really really big. It does give me access to shields, which I already had access to, but now I actually got a legit real shield drop. So I'm gonna equip it onto Bandit, just because Bandit feels like he could use the extra stats. One way. It's all percentages. Even if it's 1%, it's still percentages. And that does scale a whole lot better. Okay, okay. So all I have left to do here is I do want to 3-star this. I think I went back and forth my own mind about whether or not I'd force myself to 3-star a stage before I can move on to the next one. But I don't think that's going to be the case, just because if I need to have more opportunity of getting a rank up chance, so like I might not be able to 3-star a stage until I'm able to actually rank up a champion or gain the additional artifacts. So yeah, we're just not gonna do that. Seems like the shield stats are helping out at least a little bit. Maybe not enough, but a little bit. RNG is definitely a part of it too. Like if I got the freeze at any point in time sooner, it probably would have helped out a lot. Nope, that's the wrong one. I am going to switch out the shield on him though. I'm going to give him this one. Hopefully actually get better. That's not bad. Actually, the accuracy will help out. We're going to lose a little bit of HP, but the defense gain is just too good. And then the 1-star shield will go to Pikeman. There we go. Which, unfortunately, there's not like a Oh, one of them is a defense-based. No, they're not. He's defense, but his stuff is still based off of attack. And yeah, okay. Never mind. I actually wish Pikeman was based off of defense. It would make him, but I think that would actually make him that much better. So I actually really do think that would change his Hell Hades rating to a 1. It is curious though how, like, I wish I could sit down with one of them and be like, all right, how does the actual full breakdown of ranking like legit work? Because how they come up with these numbers has got to be pretty interesting. And what they determine is the best gear and stuff like that for things. Because I'm sure like with super uber crazy like whale level gear, you could come up with some pretty crazy things. Oh, we did find a 3-star it. That's good. And I do actually want to see how this shield does. Ooh, crit damage and crit rate. I just don't know how worth it this is. Oh, it's just better in every way, shape, and form. I do lose the percentages, but that's kind of fine to me. Yeah, it's just better, though. Okay, great. When you push that much on stats, it is just better. Okay. We will now attempt stage 4. We are in a pretty good position to do so. And then once I hopefully I'll beat through this now, which will give me new opportunities. Kind of. Oh, great. The stunning is not what I want to see. That's so stupid. Stop stunning me. Oh, my hip hurts. Oh, I gained 3 likes on the stream. Thank you, people. I do appreciate it. Ah, where'd all the messages go? Because I left chat? I lose all the messages? That's crazy. Ooh, this is not looking like it's going well for us. But I think the constantly being stunned that much at the very front half was not great on this run. And some of these strong hits. Okay. Well, I have options. Where are we at? Okay, we only have 2 mystery shards. That's not great. We are still a half an hour away from that. What do I do here? I could keep attempting stage 4, but then possibly losing the runs. Or I could beat through stage 3 a handful more times and get the levels on, maybe get a couple additional levels on pikemen and see if that's going to be enough. And hopefully maybe get some mystery shard drops. I'm actually going to not wait on the mystery shards to be leveled to go up to 10. I'm actually just going to keep pushing them the moment I get them, because I want to have as much opportunity as possible to get potential skill ups. And the only way to do that is to constantly push and unlock. Because even like 10% or even like 5% extra damage inside of some of these moves would be enough to change some things. All right, so we're just going to do 3 more runs here and see what that gets us level wise on pikemen. It's interesting, the difference on this run versus like my phone account run, because my phone account run, Bandit got like everything and pikeman was stuck at like rank 1 up until like stage 6 or something like that. But Bandit was like rank 3, had like half his skill ups. It was like crazy. Okay. Yeah, the freeze is so good. The freeze is just so good. Ugh. I do not want to see shield drops. Unless it's a 3-star shield drop. That would be really nice right now. But I really want to see mystery shard drops. Or champion drops. I would not be against seeing like early rare champion drops. Would be huge. I am hungry. I don't know where my root beer went. This doesn't matter to absolutely anybody, but it matters to me. Because I wanted to have a root beer float when I came home last night, and I don't know where my root beer went. I had it in the living room on my end table. So like I've got like a 2-tiered end table, like end table that sits by the couch. And so I've got like a bottom platform and a top platform. That's actually what I'm recording on right now. Is my mic is just hooked up to the top platform of my computer, or of my computer. Lordy, where's my hat at? Of my table. But I had a 2-liter underneath, and it was chilling there. When I went to work yesterday, when I came home, it was gone, just gone, and I can't find it anywhere. I do have 2 kids, but one's a baby. Well, she's 1, so but I don't think she's got the strength to move it because it was basically full. Now, the 3-year-old, on the other hand, definitely has the opportunity and the strength to move it around. But I checked her room a little bit last night and didn't see it anywhere. That's where they normally would put it, would be in the room. So I don't know. Unless the wife picked it up and put it somewhere. But I looked around the kitchen and things like that and didn't see it anywhere. So how am I supposed to have nice root beer floats without my root beer? Well, nothing major in the drop category, but the 1 mystery shard could change everything. It's fine. I don't know how much I care about resistance. We're only level 16 as well, so I think we only gained 1 level out of all of that, which also does not feel great. But like I did say previous, it could have just been a lot of bad RNG on that run. So I do want to I will reattempt the gauntlet run right now. And I'm just really hoping that RNG falls better in my favor. Because I got hit a ton with like the stuns and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's like, I don't know how much resistance I'd even need to like get around that or whatever. Okay, so I felt like that was much better. Also, I mean, it'd be lovely if we would hit better, have better chance of like crit rates and things like that. Like there's like definitely like a lot of RNG involved where it's like, oh, if this happened, then X could go better. If the freeze debuff went off, if the decreased defense debuff went off, if I crit in certain situations. Ooh. Okay, wow, that was so much of a better clear. What the crap? I also didn't mean to completely exit out of that, so I don't know. I did get a mystery shard. That's lovely. Did I gain? Oh, I only did 1. Okay, so I only gained the mystery shard from that. But that's good. This gives me the chance now to see if I can rank up Bandit. So let's go to the wheel. But also means that we can beat through it, which gives opportunities of gaining our gauntlets now, which is something that we desperately need. I guess not desperately need, but would be nice to have. Because I can still get like a pair of like crit rate gauntlets. So this is to determine whether or not Bandit can go to rank 2. The answer is no. Because I guess the wheel hates Bandit just as much as I do. Alright. With that being said, I guess we move on and we reattempt to beat through the gauntlets. And I will just put this on auto for 3 attempts to see what happens. And now we need to track that in the spreadsheet. Okay. We have done 47 runs this stream, which does not feel like a lot. But I did stop to explain how the challenge worked for like 10 minutes there. So 10, 15 minutes there. So I guess. See, the freeze. The freeze is so good. Why does my phone keep doing that? That needs to stop like yesterday. I lost a subscriber? Dang, that's crazy. Did not see that one coming. I would have thought after posting more videos and having streams and stuff available that I would gain subscribers. But no, I lost another one. That's fine. That's fine. I really don't care that much. It is annoying, but I really don't care that much. I'm doing what I enjoy doing, and that's the important part. Okay. So, seems like we're at a much better consistency with our runs here, which is nice. And we're gaining some... We've gained, I think, 2 gauntlets, 2 mystery shards. So that's good, too. I'll have a gauntlet for both of them. And that'll be another 15% HP buff, which is really quite lovely. I kind of don't want to move on to the next stage until Pikeman's level 20. So then I can have 2 chances of being able to rank him up. So I am probably not going to move on until that happens. And I can do that. Nothing forces me to stay. But Bandit made it a little bit further along, so good for him. We gain a 3-star. Oh. 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 That is lovely. That knocks that off the challenge board, which is phenomenal. I don't know why I keep clicking on that. Force of habit. Nope, don't need that. Well, I will need to eventually do that. All right, pikemen. We have... They're both attack ones, which is not ideal, but not the worst either. All right, give me crit rate. Ooh, we did actually. That's funny enough. We did gain a little bit of crit rate here, which 19%. Woo, woo. Honestly, I think the better stat to try and achieve here is... Oh, those are 3-star crit rate. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wait a minute. And I can't even use them. Ooh. Ooh. Speed, crit rate, HP percentage. That is not bad either. Okay, cool. I will take it. All right. So we're just going to... Well, we'll crack the mystery shards, and then we're just going to do some runs into... into stage... Well, maybe we'll go back. We won't do it into stage 4. We'll do it into like stage 3 or stage 2 so I can try to get the 3-star drops that I need in there. But we're gonna do until we get to level 18. We're just gonna run other things. Or at level 20 on pikemen. Okay. So actually let's take a look here just to make sure I have an understanding about what's going on. So we have several 3-star weapons, and we have 3-star gauntlets, but we do not have 3-star shield or helmet. So our main focus now is to, while we're trying to level up, we might as well start targeting some of these areas here and hoping to get 3-star drops. That's like the best use of our... While we have to do runs for like leveling up and things like that, I might as well target areas that I don't have the drops in that I need yet. 'Cause, I mean, I could get slightly better XP if I did like stage 4, so things would go by a little bit faster. But I need better opportunity to actually get the 3 stars that I need. I don't think it'll take too many runs to get pikemen up. So I'm hoping by the end of it I can at least beat through and get the 3 stars that I need on the helmets here. I mean, once stage 7 unlocks and I grind through stage 7 a lot, then at least I've got the chance of every single one dropping. And I also do believe I have an increased chance of having it be 3 stars on stage 7. So I do have opportunity. Okay. Looks like we have about 3 runs or so left in us until level 20. Again, I've got to stop doing that. So, I would also gladly take any type of rare drop. Or actually any type of champion drop at this rate would be lovely. So I can start slowly getting those off the checklist, because those will be the hardest to do, is the champion drops. Oh! Yes! Oh, that's really big. Okay, so we did get a 3-star helmet. So now we can actually move on to shield, which shield is better to grind through just for the money-wise as well. So that's really good. And if we get really lucky here in the next run or two that we have left before level 20, we will get the 3-star shield drop, which will put us in a really good position. Oh, Ashley, the part of me. Beautiful, beautiful. I've actually had really bad luck with my mystery shards and being able to gain duplicates of these guys. So I don't know what that's all about, but and bop. Nope. Okay, one more run, then we are level 20. So hopefully during this run we gain the 3-star shield that we need. Again. This sandwich. I wonder. Guess when I'll probably stop streaming at 2. So another 22-ish minutes or so. I will stop so I can go eat and like do other things in life. Work my other accounts, maybe. I eventually want to start working through some of my sports. Oh, the luck is on my side today. Let's go. 3-star shield drop on the last run that I needed before pikemen became level 20. Great. So now we just have to get 3 stars from actually stage 5 and stage 6, and that's it. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. So we do have to wheel spin though now. Just see if pikemen can go up to stage 3. OBS. Okay. Oh, yes! Alright, pikemen's getting all of the love. I did not expect that to happen because that's not how it has been going. But Pikeman getting the love is really, really good because I really do like him as a champion here. So great. We can actually rank up Sir Pikeman. Can we click on things properly? Thank you. I guess it just doesn't matter who I get rid of here. And I think with each rank up, I will just shove one brew into them. Just to kind of help level some things out. And then we can move on. I might as well at least attempt stage 5 and see what happens. I'm not saying it's going to go well, but I might as well at least attempt it. And that is another 4. All right, so we're doing okay, I guess. Is there any way to remove chat off screen? Is there like a setting that it's like I can remove this global chat or crap off my screen? Because it does genuinely bother me. I'm going to have to look in the settings after this run and see if there is. All right, Bandit. Look at you taking somebody out before you go down. I'm so proud of you. Great. We won. And it's actually, this gives us the opportunity now to see if we can rank up Bandit to rank 2, which would be big. So let's do that now. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. All right. Come on. Give it to me. Just let it say yes. Oh. Nope. Nope. Bandit will forever be just a rank, just a good old level 10 champion, little good old rank 10 champion there. Or what? Rank 1. What was I else gonna do? I just had it in my mind. Now I completely forgot. Oh. Settings. Have I? Sorry, I gotta put gameplay back on the screen. I'm usually very good about this. Okay, frame rate, resolution, text, rewards, sound, optimize shake, operating game UI. Graphics, info, language, da da da. It doesn't seem like there is, and that bothers me on a spiritual level. If there's a way to take chat off the screen, then if somebody wouldn't mind letting me know, thanks. What do I do from here? I can either attempt stage 6 or did I gain a chest plate in that last run? I don't remember what my drop was. I did not. All right. I'm actually going to run through this and see if I can get 2 chest plates. And then I will move on. Because there's no point in beating through stage 6 if I don't even have all the gear that I'm actually allowed to use. I guess we'll just do 3 runs here. Might as well gain some levels while we are at it and gain best opportunity of having whatever. It feels like a surefire thing that I've been doing anyways, which is once I beat through a stage, just running 3 runs into it. And maybe I'll get lucky and maybe I'll get a 3-star chest plate drop right now, and that would be quite nice for the account. I'd love to finish out stream with having at least stage 7 beat through. That'd be good. So when I pick up the next time I stream again, which could just be like later on today, who knows. But the next time I pick up again, I just have to worry about maybe trying to target after like champion drops, and that's it. Okay, there we go. 2 mystery shards. That's not horrible. At least it gives me opportunity of skills, which is good. Which out of all the mystery shards I've opened, I've only ever seen. And I haven't even get the skill drop from the mystery shard. I bought it from the shop. So that's lovely. These mystery shards have really just not been in my flavor. Oh, Ashley, it's the best part of me. I will say at least Pikeman has had some love. It would be really, really bad for us if I was still ranking, just rocking with like 1 stars on both of them still. A lot of things would not have gone the way that it has been going if that was the case. All right, 1 more run. Then we will chest plate them up and then reattempt the run just to see if I can get it 3-starred. Just once. If not, it's not the end of the world. By any means. I'll just do it once I get boots. We're hitting at least a little bit harder here. Well, no 3-star chest plate drop, but we did get the 3 mystery shards, which is pretty good. You know. This accuracy one is not the worst thing I've seen, because I'm actually wondering how important accuracy really could be in all of this. Yeah. I do like the decreased defense. Like, I think it's really, really good. That's what he does. So I do want to actually have his accuracy up. And I'll just use this one on Pikeman because why not? Oh, we actually gained a little bit of accuracy on this one as well, which is phenomenal for Pikeman. Which he's only now good for stage 1 of any dungeon run, but the HP gain, baby. It should be, no, it should not be more than that. Never mind. The defense, a little bit of attack, which is not great, but it is what it is. And yeah, not bad. Not too shabby at all. All right, let's do these mystery shards here and just take a gander at a chance of getting maybe a skill drop for any of them. No. Ooh, Dead Crusader. I love Dead Crusader. Wow. Nothing. Nada. Okay. Well, let's throw these guys. Actually, I can get rid of Gaelic now. I don't need him anymore. Beautiful. I can just get rid of him. Get him off my screen. Because he's just a bit of a scringy boy. Oh, I did 3-star this. At some point in time. Great. I don't know when. We move on to stage 6 and hope for the best. I will also not be collecting any of the campaign rewards until later on, because those are also unlocked. Well, I'll collect some of them, because some of them are usable right away, but some of the campaign rewards are not usable until I wheel spin for them. Okay. Well, Bandit died very early on, but that's okay. That is very much the okay. I guess, for now. The boots will help. Once I get the boots on them, then the additional 15% HP will be just a really solid jump and should be enough. I don't know if the other stat gains will be enough, but okay. So we did beat through. We got at least some boots. Great. These will go on Bandit immediately. Two. The HP percentage is also just nice. On top of it, so the 2% HP is nice on top of the fact that I'm already about to get an additional 15. So really, I'm about to gain an additional like 31%, if that's how that works. And the additional 105. Wow, this is about to be a big jump in HP. No, it's not? I feel like it should be way more than that. Whatever. Unless my math is wrong or my thinking is wrong. But there we go. I mean, he's at almost 4,000 HP. That's insane. Oh, that was another run. I didn't tally that run. I don't know if I tallied the last couple of runs. Oh, no. Did I tally the last 3 that I did? I don't know. I really can't remember. I'm going to say I didn't. This is all a relative anyways. If I don't do it perfectly, it's definitely not the end of the world. Okay. We will do 3 more runs on here. Maybe I did tally it. No, I think I did. Yeah, so we're just going to leave that where that's at. Okay. Lay's, by the way, if anybody's interested, and you may or may not have seen this before, but I love it, and I'm going to talk about it because I can. Makes a bacon grilled cheese chip that is phenomenal. Now, Pringles makes a smoky bacon chip that is awful. It is that like really bad artificial bacon taste that I just don't like. It is like you know, like the bacon crumbles you can get like in a bag for like salad toppings or whatever. That's how it tastes, and it's just not great. Yay! We got our first champion drop. Holy crap. That is really, really good. That takes one less off the list. Oh, that is amazing. So for tracking champion drops, by the way, I will be putting them in the master vault. They will be, that's how it'll track what my actual drops are. Ooh, hit him. Wow, that almost killed him right off the bat, which would have been lovely. Yeah, Pikeman's attack is pretty decent. And come on. Okay. We have one more run still. We did gain some boots, which are nice. A very nice. Ooh, 2% defense. Again, only if Pikeman's attack was actually based off his defense and not off of attack with him being a defense unit, but whatever. I guess overall with him being just a defense unit, I mean his defense stat is probably higher than like the standard like combat attack unit. So I guess survivability is much better. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. All right, I am back. Got myself some grape soda. All right, so obviously getting the champion drop there was phenomenal. 2 mystery shards is always really nice, and we got a couple of boots to pick from. Oh, and the market has unlocked. Nothing usable inside the market right now. All right, well that sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We'll do the mystery shards here, since we're already out here. Troglodyte is really, really nice to get because Troglodyte is the only 0.5 rated champion that I can use for Lizardmen. So always seeing more Troglodytes is incredibly nice. All right, so we'll put her off to the side there. Phenomenal. And now we got to give Pikeman some boots. Ooh. Do we do the 1% attack percentage ones? Let's see how they level up. Defense. Oh. Not a bad pair of boots. I'll equip it. And then we'll see what happens with these defense boots. But I'll probably keep the other ones just for the attack stat. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The speed is interesting, but I guess not necessary. The extra defense is nice, but I guess not necessary, and I don't think the 2%. No. I think having the HP and the attack stat are just so much better. Alright, great. So, we still can't 3-star through there, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, but we did beat it. So, I forgot to do my wheel spin for Bandit. Oh, this changes nothing. Well, it changes. It could change everything. I've said that like how many times? Hey, I do say could. Nope. Wheel decider. Come on. All right, bandit. Bandit, 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 bandit. No. Do you see how finite that line was? Look at where that arrow is. Do you see how little on the no it had to... I'm not upset. I'm not. I'm not. Anywho, let's just see what happens when we try to take on stage 7. Let's just see what takes place. Because this might be the only other opportunity that I have. This is the only other opportunity I have to rank up Bandit. And without it, it might make clearing through stage 6 and 3-starring it like really difficult unless I just take Bandit out of the equation and I only use Pikeman, which is an option. So Pikeman by himself might just be enough to beat through stage 6 eventually. Either that or if Bandit can get a bunch of skill ups, then maybe. Okay. So we can't use War Priest yet. Alright, so there's several things that actually have to take place here. I need to wheel spin again for Bandit. Then I also need to wheel spin for the opportunity to be able to use this offensive gear. If the wheel says no, I have to completely scrap the gear. If the wheel says yes, then I can keep it. Then I'll be able to use it once I beat through the sewers of Arnok. So, Arbiter mission completed, which is good. I can collect that. I'll collect that. I will not be collecting the next one, though, because of the energy. I do want to keep it off the side as much as possible. We completed that. So, we'll do that, which is great. What else was I working on? Okay. The wheel spins. Right. So back to OBS. All right. So this is if we can rank up Bandit again. No. Great. This is if we can keep the 3-star artifacts gained, the offensive ones, if we got to keep them or if we have to scrap them. Yes, we do get to keep them. And I also wheel spin to see if I'm allowed to keep War Priest, not use her, but if I can keep her. If I'm not allowed to keep her, then I have to use her when I rank up somebody next as 3-star material. I cannot keep her. That means I do have to use her as 3-star material in the future. But being able to keep the gear is actually quite nice. So I guess I can't be too upset. I just have to keep in mind that War Priest is now food. Well, I guess I'll keep her in the Master Vault since she'll be food. Or do I keep her? No. I'll keep in the Reserve Vault, I guess. Yeah, I'll keep in the Reserve Vault. That's where food will go. Okay. So now we are in a position in which we just have to get 3-star boots. 3-star boots, 3-star chest plate. Yeah, so we have 3-star weapons, we have 3-star helmet, 3-star shield, 3-star gauntlet. So we just need boots and chest plate, 3-star. And then we need to 3-star campaign sticks and 7. And we need to get a bunch of other champion drops. So lovely. I did not register this. So this will be 5 and 10. We'll do 1. And I guess now we will do, well, I guess I will do 5 runs here of stage 7, just see what happens, and then we will close out stream from there. Or maybe I want to use all of my replays. Well, no, I'll save some because, well, I don't know when I'll hop on later. No, I'll use all my replays. So, but I'll use some of them to see if I can beat through stage 6 3-star it. Maybe once Pikeman's like level 20, I'll try some of these runs just solo and see what happens. Doing these runs also gives me the chance of getting 3-star gear for the other stages, which is good. So I could get really, really lucky and get my boots and my chest plate. Yes, 3-star chest plate. Now I just need boots. Oh, I have beat through all of the campaign. No, I can't even remember inside my own rule set what my rules were about um using the 3-star gear. I don't even have it written down. Yeah, I can't remember if I had it set up in which I can only use 3-star gear after I've 3-starred every single stage, or once I've just beaten through, like once I beat through stage 7, that's it. But I think I'm going to have it set up once I beat through stage 7, that's it, because it may not be possible for me to beat through some of these, like 3-star some of these stages without the 3-star gear. So all right, last one out of the 5. I have to hope for some pretty lucky drops here. I may just dump the last 10 auto battles into this. There's really no point in not doing that, because this is going to be my best opportunity for things. Oh, we actually did get a champion drop, which is really quite nice. Okay. So that's 2 champion drops out of the way, which is ideal. So throw you in there. At least it's getting there. Quests. We did beat through this quest. I'll just do this. It is what it is. We're not gaining XP nearly as quickly anymore, so I guess it doesn't matter right now if we grab the rest of these XPs or not. Yeah, so I guess won't be the most entertaining content here, but it is what it is. We're going to auto battle the last 10, and then we will solo pikeman into the last stages I haven't 3-starred yet and see if he can do it. Does anybody know? Are you able to theoretically get 2 rare drops? Like 2 rare champion drops on these super battles? Or is it only allowed to have 1? Mystery Shards is nice. Not what I'm looking for, technically. Like, I'd much rather see the rare drops than I would like mystery shards, but I think I need 3-star boots too. Thank you, Andrew. I assumed it had to be possible if you were incredibly, incredibly lucky. But but I could also see Plarium having like a weird fail save where there's like, no. That's cool. The odds are pretty terrible though. Yeah, obviously, because I mean, on normal, if there's only a 1% chance, then you have to hit the 1% chance twice. This does seem astronomical. I'm sure it is easier on Nightmare because Nightmare actually goes up to a 3% chance of getting the rare drop. But still. Oh, I agree. That is very much a Plarium thing to do. Because they hate people. But I'm glad it isn't that way. But I mean, I guess the odds are so low in any player's favor anyways that I guess it's like, why would they put the failsafe on it? To like not have it happen? Am I got to lose here? No. Okay. Wow, that got uncomfortably close. I wish these runs would speed up faster. Wow, 5 years. I have attempted to play the game on and off since it came out, but the most consistent amount of time that I've actually put into the game has been like the last 2.5 months. And that's it. So basically when I started my channel is the most consistent I've ever actually played the game. Beforehand, I might have played for like a month at a time. But honestly, like one of the biggest turnoffs of the game that I'm glad that they fixed was the paid for gear removal. Because I was playing similar games at the time that you didn't have to pay for gear removal, so I thought it was like a really stupid mechanic, and I just didn't play the game because of it. As stupid as that sounds, it's just something like that will turn me off from playing a game. So I'm glad that they fixed it. Actually, they fixed it like just before I started playing the game again. I didn't even know that they had fixed it when I picked up the game. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna play it. It is what it is. And then when I had learned that they had done it, I'm like, well, this is phenomenal. This makes this game 100 times more playable. Oh, abso-frickin-lutely. I will never argue against that. That slight just quality of life change is one of the biggest changes that they will ever be able to do to make this game better. You unlock so much more opportunity, which is amazing. Yeah, being able to give your player base like more freedom is what games should do. It will keep people around. Because I'm sure there's several other people besides myself who just refuse to play the game because of it. Or I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. I mean, I like the game. Otherwise, I think the game is great. And once I actually started getting into it and was able to, I think part of my biggest issue too was like lack of understanding about the best way of getting like 6 stars and stuff like that. So it's kind of just like, man, this game is kind of stupid, and going after a 6 star seems like ridiculous. When I played other games, it was easier, at least for newer players and stuff like that. But once I actually started figuring out how to do it, and now like my main account that I play has like 4 or 5 6 stars now, it's like, okay, I'm understanding a bit better. I've got better flow of the game down and stuff like that. And I've actually unlocked like better opportunities of strength where it's like, okay, I'm starting to feel a lot better about playing this. And also one of the biggest things that like was like phenomenal was unlocking the Altar of Souls. Once I actually make it to that point on an account is where it feels like a lot of more opportunity really opens up to me. Well, I did see we got another champion drop, but of course it was one that we already have, so that kind of sucks. No, not kind of. It definitely does. And another champion drop that we already have. That's brutal. Yeah. I think the worst thing I've done on my main account is not keep up with my masteries. I've got like 2 champions that have their max masteries, being UDK and Frozen Banshee. But everybody else is like only halfway there. So that's like the thing that's like has severely capped my account so far is that. But I can only beat through like I think stage 12 consistently of Minotaur. So it's like, and I'm always focusing on other things. Ooh, a bandit drop is really, really nice. Necessary because I need to get the common bandit drop, but this does give me opportunity to now unlock a skill on him. But yeah, and also, I mean, energy just seems so rough on the account on the game too right now for me, where it's like, do I want to spend the energy into Minotaur? No, I want to spend the energy into event dungeons and things like that. So that's been a struggle as well, and why I haven't been keeping up with it. Oh, great. All 10 of them are done. We got no 3-star drops, but we did, I guess, gain 1 champion drop that was necessary. Yay. But I can't use them. So, how I have it set up, I actually can't use this one for food because I have to physically see that I have all of them here. But it does give me the chance to at least use the one. And so I will take it. Oh. To the wheel. No, I guess we'll mystery shard first. Ooh, a pikeman drop. Okay, great. Another bandit. Yay. All right, back to the wheel we go. So we have several wheel spins here that we have to do. So we need to wheel spin now for can we skill up Bandit? Yes, we can skill up Bandit. Great. Now I have to wheel spin to see if we can skill up Pikeman. No, we cannot skill up Pikeman. But we can skill up Bandit. And I think I have 2 that I'm allowed to use now for Bandit. Yes, I have 2 that I can use. So now I have to wheel spin to see if I can use 1 or 2. One. Well, it's better than nothing. Okay. You all go up to the side. Bandit, you, my friend, have gained 1 skill. Ba-da, 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 da, 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 da. Yeah. A little more damage never hurt anyone. All right. Now we're actually going to... Oh, we did actually 3-star somewhere along the way. That's amazing. I had no idea. All right. We're going to see if we can 3-star through here. But you only soloing with pikemen. And just see what happens. We've done a ton of runs today. We are at 77. Bandit seems to be doing well. Wish the damage output was just a little bit better on some of these hits here. But it should be okay. All right, just 1 more left. Can we hit hard enough? Nope. But we do have plenty of HP. Great, we were able to 3-star. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so where are we at officially? We still need to get, so we have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so we just need to... First, we need to sell a bunch of crap here, because we have a bunch of crap we just do not need. All right, we neatened up the account a lot. Let's hope. We actually have to see if we can get a better helm on you. Well, I can actually now put on 3-star gear. But I can only do 3-star gear up until level 4. So it may not even be better than 2-star gear that we have access to right now. But let's see how this helmet goes. Ooh. We lose some attack, we lose some defense, but we gain speed, crit rate, resistance, and HP. I do think that's better. Alright, that'll work. Now at this rate, we're just looking for 3-star boots. And we are looking for the rest of the champion drops. So, kind of just is what it is. At this point. But I'm going to end stream for now. I will probably pick it up again later on. Tonight in like a couple of hours or so. But for now, I'm going to end. I'm going to enjoy my afternoon. I'm going to make some food. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, anybody who's here, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, that would be lovely. And I will see you guys in a new stream too. Also check out the channel's videos. Peace.